Peace and blessings, lovely people. I see that people are here already. Thank you and welcome to Zewdy's Zen Zone. I am your curator of the Zen. And I just want to start off by giving thanks to the Creator for the present, the here and the now, for the opportunity to experience his marvelous creation. How's everyone doing? I pray everyone is well. As you can see, there's a little change of scenery. It's been raining on and off here, so I decided to take it inside today. And but you know, the Zen Zone is not really about the physical place. It's really about your state of mind, your state of well-being, your ability to curate that within yourself. See, Mika says, Zewdy, nice to see you. You're a big fan from Belgium. Greetings, thank you for tuning in. Adis Daily says, hey, Zewdy. Hey. John Jacob Smith, hello. Hello to you. Hi, hi. It's so good to be with everyone again, once again. Before we get started, I actually have a couple of topics and questions that people have submitted on Instagram. Jamanji H says, hey there. Adis Daily says, how are you, sweetheart? I'm doing fine. By the grace of Allah, I'm so happy to be here with you all. So I jotted down some of the questions and topics in this book. But before I get into that, what I want to do is give a shout out to some of the people that have been supporting, that have given monetary contributions and donations, because it really has helped me a lot. Dallas Kid, hey, Yo Z, it's time. That's right. John Pope says, hello, most beautiful. Greetings, greetings. So, I'm about to announce some of the people who have shown support so far in some of the past episodes of Zewdy Zen Zone. I just wanted to acknowledge you and thank you, because your support means a lot and it has helped me immensely. It's really supported me. So Hezekiel Zenebe, Atse Shade, or Shade, Dallas Kid 100, who has contributed numerous times. Thank you so much for your contributions. Anjane Bowens, Chris, aka Majorly Detailed, Rosita Blanca, It's Nautic Bruh, and Mike K. Thank you guys for donating so far. You know, it really does help me out. And on that note, I have a little announcement that I'm excited and pleased to share with you all. As of today, your girl got Wi-Fi. Woo! Thank you, Lord. I am out here in the networks, you know what I'm saying? It's been a little struggle without Wi-Fi. I've been without Wi-Fi for a little while. And so just depending on my phone network has been a trial, to say the least. But now I have Wi-Fi, and your contributions have helped me to be able to secure that and to support me. So thank you so much. And I will be able to be more productive in a myriad of ways because I have Wi-Fi now. So thank you. And I want to say that no donation is too big or too small. Somebody gave me $1.50, and you know what? Maybe that's all they had to give, but I appreciate it just the same. So thank you all for contributing. Yes, good Lord. Eskil Gurma says, Z, what is good? Majorly Detailed says, hi, Zewdy. I'll have to catch the replay of this one as I'm working, but I'm peeking in to send love. Hope all is well. Thank you. I just shouted you out for donating. I really appreciate it. I got Wi-Fi. Praise the Lord. Jenna says, I knew the video looked water clear. Yes, girl. We are in there. We are out here. Okay. I'm so happy. All right. So let us get started. All right. So the first topic that I want to talk about right now is, now we can get that virtual concert for real. Very soon, God willing. All right. So my good sis Jenna, we were talking the other day, and it had to do with this I can't breathe situation and using that slogan as sort of a chant or a mantra, and how it's not really a productive thing at all. You know, we know what was done to our brother George Floyd and Eric Garner as well. Their life was taken by suffocation. And in our anger and our pain, a lot of our people are yelling out, chanting in groups, I can't breathe. But that is really not productive. It's not conducive to our healing and to a solution to the problem of police brutality or to the problem that we can't breathe. The thing about it is, you know, if you're familiar with things like affirmations, people verbalizing things to help reprogram their subconscious mind, usually affirmations are positive affirmations where you say things like, I am worthy or I am loved. And words and sound have power. And the more that you say these things to yourself out loud and allow yourself to hear it, the more it becomes a part of you, the more that you actually begin to believe it and live it and know it. So saying I can't breathe it's like casting a spell on yourself. And with more and more people coming together to say these words, it's really hindering us. It's really setting us back. You know, I can breathe. We can breathe. We will breathe. We are breathing. So I just wanted to bring light to that. I know I'm not the first person to speak on this. I actually was watching one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Kiki Cinza, Kikicinza, the other day, and she actually touched on this as well. So I would recommend you checking her out one of these days. She deals with the spiritual and the occult and things like that. That's not necessarily my vein or my lane, but she talked on that, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna speak on that on my live as well. So yeah, we really need to be more mindful of the things that we're saying and intentional at the same time. It's like really paying attention, like what are we saying to ourselves? What are we saying to each other? You know? And on this topic, you know, everybody kneeling and stuff in honor of this death really don't sit right with me. Like when Colin Kaepernick was doing it, I understand. But the fact that George Floyd was murdered by a cop putting his knee on his neck, and now everybody's doing all this kneeling stuff, I'm like, what is this? Why is this not like offensive to you all? Like, what the hell? Like, I'm sorry. That has not sat right with me from the beginning. I've just been seeing videos of cops and people and white people trying to do this sort of stuff, like to show their sympathy or being apologetic. I'm like, who said that this was okay? Who said that we would appreciate this as Black people? I don't know, but I don't. See, Mika, thank you so much for your contribution. Brianna I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. Can you phonetically spell that out for me so that I can? I recognize your name though. I see you on Instagram. So thank you for coming over here. Jenna says, "What do you think about chant from the civil rights era? We shall overcome." Um, it's definitely better than I Can't Breathe. But I would rather us speak in the present, like we are overcoming, or we are persevering, something along those lines, something that's like more like progressive and like not like we shall overcome. To me sounds like it's so far away, you know. That's how it feels to me, like dang. I mean, we do have a ways to go as far as our rise and our progress, but we can help ourselves along with the right words. Oh, some people said I think that's just Brianna backwards. You're probably right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Israel Dejene says, "Hey Zewdy, it's really good to connect. I'm a big fan all the way from Addis Ababa. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's late over there, so thank you so much." Addis Daily says, "I Can't Breathe is, I'd say, a good reminder that African Americans are still struggling for civil rights. The words were not crafted just to create a bad state of mind in Black people. It was a fact. George died saying that." Yes, I'm aware of that. I know he died saying that, but to have that reverberating in our subconscious, we don't need a reminder. We know, we are well aware that we are still struggling in this country for freedom, justice, and equality. We don't need to remind ourselves because it's in our faces every day. So I disagree that it's a good thing for us to be saying. No, I believe that it's holding us back on different levels. Barbadian 261 says, "Speaking life." Hey, that's what I'm here for. Mike K says, "Hey gorgeous, what's going on?" Ethiopia Tube says, "Salam salam Zewdy and Ikonjo." Barbadian 261 says, "Words are powerful, so definitely." Yes, ma'am. Live from NYC says, "MLK wasn't as passive as everybody makes him out to be." That's a fact. Maybe he might have started out that way, but as time went on and before his death, he even said himself, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't know the quote by heart, but he said he believes that we're integrating into a burning house or a burning building because he saw that struggle for equality in the way that he was envisioning it actually was counterproductive. It was actually something that damaged the Black community, and all that we had eventually was lost just to go to toilet with white people. You know what I'm saying? Everything that Black people had for themselves, their businesses, their communities, is gone. Garmuta Farmuta. Zewdy, have you ever had a boyfriend? Yeah, I have. Okay, Oak Hill Sailor. Tell us about a bad police experience you had, if you had. All my experiences with police are pretty bad, except for I dated someone whose mother was a police officer, and she was wonderful. But other than that experience, all my experiences with them, all of my experiences with police officers, for the most part, I was very young and like getting pulled over, getting tickets and stuff like that, and they treat you like trash. Like, I'm thankful that I did not experience any brutality, but I actually had a false report done on me for something. And years later, I got a notice in the mail that showed that that police officer had been writing false things about several people, including me. So, like, man, they're corrupt. The police system is corrupt, and yeah, I don't have any brutality stories, thank God. Dallas Kid 100 says, right, Dr. King was not a punk. No, sir. Barbadian says, it's so great to see you. I thought about you the other day when I was driving and singing Rihanna's Man Down. I always remember you singing that whenever I hear it. Oh, thank you. That is a very fun song to sing. My Caribbean accent is not the best, but you know, I can do a little something. And I love Caribbean accents and Caribbean music in general. Reggae, soca, dancehall, all that good stuff. Let's see. Capri says, what do you think is a better mantra for the people to be quoting right now? A better mantra? A better mantra. Does anybody have any suggestions? I'm not thinking right now. My mind is like on a lot of different things. I mean, I can breathe. Yeah, I can't think right now. Sorry about that. I'll come back to it though. Samuel Gurma says, hello, Zewdy. I'm glad I catch up on today's live stream. I'm really going to sit here and watch the whole stream. Awesome. Are you in Ethiopia by any chance? Because I know it's late over there. Red Letter says, peace. Feels great to be in the Zen zone. Keep shining the light. Peace, Red Letter. Thank you for joining. We missed you in here, and I appreciate your presence. Okay, live from NYC says, good police officers get fired or desk duty when they speak out. It's true. It happens often. The War on Social Justice Warriors says, sup, Z, what do you think about defund the police? What do I think about it? I'm in agreement with that. I mean, you see how much that they spend on police funding? I saw some like really atrocious charts that show like the different things that get funding in the city, and you know, defund the police, because when you think about what has happened to the schools, even though the schools are already trash, but the school systems have been defunded. So take that money, put it into the schools, but we as a people need our own education, and we need our own people in charge of putting the curriculums together, as well as all the other things that go into building schools. But I mean, defund the police and refund schools. That's what I think. Oh, live from NYC said we need to cut the check. That's right. Cut the check. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Samuel Gurma says, all your content is brilliant, and I just want you to know it is, and will keep resonating everywhere. Thank you so much. I appreciate your words and the sentiment, and I'm happy to be here, shining and spreading light as I can. And I'm really thankful for all of you who are joining and doing the same, because you know, I couldn't do this without your engagement and your interaction with me. So thank you so much. Barbadian says, mantra, the time is now. That's right. It's our time. Dallas Kid 100 says, here in Dallas, we have been saying today is the day. That's right. Today is the day. Suggestion. Adis Daly says, suggestion, liberty, equality, fraternity. That makes me think of what we in the Nation of Islam want, and that's freedom, justice, and equality. That's a mantra. Yeah, Jumanji H says that's a good one to live from NYC. Dite says, with everything going on, if the protests, etc., don't bring the change we seek, would taking our people out the mix, getting our own neighborhood, town, etc., would that fix or help the situation? Yes, I believe that really is not just something that would help, but the only true solution to our problem here in America. A lot of people don't see it that way because the truth is, a lot of our people don't believe that we can do for self. They don't believe that we can come together with all of the different resources we all have collectively and separate economically, community-wise, and otherwise. Educationally and economically are like the most important. But, you know, to me, I don't see the use of trying to appeal to people who do not want to treat us right, who don't see us as an equal. You can't just change somebody's mind like begging them to see our humanity and so that they will love and accept us. I don't give a damn about your love and your acceptance. You gonna stop killing us and I'm gonna get away from you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to live among you. I just want our people to be free, to have equal justice and equality. So, yeah. The War on Social Justice Warriors says, some people are calling for defunding the police but want all cops to have body cams and more trainings. How can you do both? Well, I don't know how much it costs to do all of those things, but I definitely think that they get way more than they need and they don't have sufficient training. I feel like the training that they do get is not, I mean, if you train someone with a mind to kill, like they get into the police force so that they can intentionally abuse their authority and their power, I don't think there's any amount of training that will correct that kind of mind. So we need to police our own, but we need to police our own and have our own system for policing. It can't be what's already in place because this whole system is completely flawed. It doesn't serve us. It was never meant to serve us. So yeah, that's why you see a lot of people going further than defund the police, but abolish the police. Because really, when you think about it, the police, not only do they kill us for just minor things when they pull us over or entering our homes, but even when we call the police for help, and they come and kill us. Like, why put our faith and our trust in that? How can we? Like, how many times and how much more is it going to take for us to see like this is not working? How many more of us are going to have to die? You know, it's sad and it's unfortunate, but it seems like many more lives are going to be lost before we come to a conclusion, a unified conclusion, that we have to come together and do something to get away from this so that we can live. Let's see. Dallas Kid 100 says, it has been done before in Tulsa and Rosewood and many others. Once we do, we have to be able to defend it, far as our own cities and towns. Live from NYC says, facts, Dallas Kid, because they will try us. John Jacob Smith says, it's a heart matter. Training isn't needed. I can't breathe. Is enough? I don't understand. I don't understand what you mean. Zabib says, I believe those defunding more training are different schools of thought, but defunding would mean less cops responding to more specific situations. Barbadian261 says, I have been asking people on my Instagram if they are still promoting and buying that NutriBurst tea after what the CEO said, all lives matter. I feel like it takes away from what we are standing for. Oh, I haven't heard what this NutriBurst CEO said. Is that one of those like pyramid scheme things? That Dweebs Beeb says, I'm still learning about other social work related first responders that support defunding the police concept. I need to look more into that myself. Jamond GH says, it's either the cops or the military on patrol. We need some cops. We need policing, but we need a new system. We can't trust this system to police us because we see what happens when they do. They're not here to serve and protect us, and they never were, because the police come straight from overseers. Like, it's something that came from slavery. So, yeah. Oh, all right. That got me a little fired up, y'all. I don't know if y'all could tell. Someone asked me, how many acres of land do you want? And what do you want to grow on it? How many acres of land do I want? I should have thought more about this because I really have no idea. I don't know how many acres. I have to look at it myself to see how much space I would need, but I do want to say that eventually I would love to have a greenhouse. If I'm staying in Atlanta for the rest of my life, I would like a greenhouse so that I could grow more tropical plants. I have a few tropical plants, as I've shown you guys before. I have a date palm, moringa, some mango trees, and is that all from my tropical ones? I think so. But yeah, I want to grow so many things. I already grow things like regularly. I grow tomatoes and bell peppers. I grow a lot of different herbs: echinacea, lemon balm, catmint, pineapple sage, and I'm growing navy beans for the first time, which is really exciting. Yeah, I grow a lot of different things, and I would love to grow more. If I had more space with sunlight, I would grow more fruit trees. And yeah, I just grow more edible things, more herbs, more fruits, more vegetables. As many things as I can. Literally, almost every time that I'm eating, because I mainly eat like plants, I'm like, man, I should learn how to grow this. Okay. I'm catching up. Dallas Kid said, yes, it is pure definition of the pyramid scheme. LOL NutriBurst. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people selling that, and there's another one. There's another one, I can't think of it right now. Another like wellness company. People were trying to get me to like get on board, and I'm like, no, I'd rather not be a part of that. Live from NYC said the police unions need to go. That's their backbone, and they're more corrupt than the police. Hey, they gotta go. Johnny Los Angeles asked, what happened to your face, sweetheart? What happened? I put some glittery stuff on it. See? That's what happened. D-Tay says, why did blacks let it get this far? Why not go for revenge just to give them a taste of what we went through? See, I don't believe that's the answer either, especially considering that in this country, black people are definitely outnumbered. But black people don't want that for the most part. There are some who probably are thinking that in their minds, like to get revenge for all that they've been through. However, no, we don't need to do that. We don't need to get revenge in as far as doing what they did to us or doing what they did to the descendants of enslaved Africans. I believe that we will do what God wants us to do, in righteous terms, and really the battle is the Lord's. And we will do what we have to do to get away, do for self, and God will take care of the rest, literally. Okay, 40 acres and a mule. Zabib said her lip gloss is popping and her eyeshadow is amazing. Thank you. You know, I do a little something. I like to do this for the Zen Zone. This is literally like the only time I wear makeup nowadays, like for Zen Zone, and if I'm like taking cute pictures or something. Capri says we need to train our own people to police our own community. That's it. That's what we need to do. Yeah, but we have to know that the people who will be training have the proper knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to train our people. Adis Daly says the police don't need to be defunded and abolished. Doing so means creating a situation for anarchy. Rather, they should be accountable for their killings and misuse of power. Yeah, that's what we have been begging and crying and dying for decades. And as you can see, it's not happening that way. So there's got to be another way. We have to police our own, like Capri was saying. Jamon said navy beans for the bean pies. That's right. I mean, and for the navy bean soup. Y'all ever had navy bean soup? Like a good bowl of navy bean soup? I had some before this live, and let me tell you, I wanted to get a second bowl, but I was like, I don't want to be all full on here. If you want less cops but more body cams, then that will still require billions of dollars in funding, I guess. Have you ever met Minister Louis Farrakhan? I have not. How many times is you gonna ask what happened to my face? Dang. Okay. Pyramid schemes, just like the Egyptians back when hotlines was still flipping. What line is that? Israel Dejene says, lockdown proves communities all around the world can work hard together for the greater good, fight evil. That's true. We can. We can work hard together for the greater good to fight evil. We just have to be in alignment with one another. That's it. We have to be in alignment. We have to be in agreement so that we can be in unity, understanding that we have a common goal and a common cause. And then we got it. Oh, look, the sun is out. Ooh, I'm shining on y'all right now. Oh. All right. Is it the Lord's battle or ours? As much as we call and still call on him, and he hasn't come, even with patience. Oh, he has come. He has come, beloved. And it's only a matter of time that his power will be shown. But we got to do what we got to do on the ground. You know what I'm saying? We have to do what's necessary to ensure our future, for the future generations, for our livelihood. But we really have to understand the seriousness and the urgency of working together. We can't have the idea in our minds that we can't do it without them. We have to know that we can. Okay. How do you feel now you are a member of the Nation of Islam? All praises due to Allah. It's the best decision I ever made in my life. The best decision. Literally, the best decision. It's a decision that really rapidly changed the trajectory of my life. And ever since joining, my life has improved in so many aspects. Like, Becoming a member of the Nation of Islam really gave me a spiritual foundation that resonated deeply within me more than anything I had ever heard. I wasn't religious. I didn't belong to anything, and I didn't believe in God for most of my life. But I dabbled into different things. One of the most influential people in my life, my aunt, is a Rasta, and I agreed with much of their philosophy, but it still wasn't enough for me to be like, this is the lifestyle that I want to adapt to. And I looked into Buddhism, and I agreed with much of that, but there was still something missing, and it was the Nation of Islam and the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the leadership and guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that I had no doubt when I was introduced to it. When I learned of it, I was like, this is what's for me. This is what's for me. And it could be for you too. Real talk, I'm really thankful and grateful to be a Muslim in the nation. It's home, and it's really helped me to more and more discover my purpose and refine and like really learn more about who I am and my relationship to the Creator, understanding God, how I relate to God, and it's just really deep. It's real deep. One of these days, a video is coming where I'm going to talk about my journey to Islam, so I can go into like full detail about that, because it's a very profound journey, and it's a testimony that I would love to share with as many people as can hear it, because I'm so pleased, I'm so proud, and I'm so thankful to Allah. All right. The gangs back in the day used to police of the neighborhoods. Exit plan says, can Christians join the Nation of Islam and remain Christian? And do you think virginity is important before marriage? Well, that's an interesting question. We'll go with the first one. Can Christians join the Nation of Islam and remain Christian? Well, I think that when you get into the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in the Nation of Islam, you will learn deeper that in principle, a good Christian is a good Muslim. And we have so many things in common that you would learn that you're not giving up your following of Christ when you become a Muslim or when you join the Nation of Islam. You just get a deeper and more, I would say, accurate understanding of the Christ and the time, the scriptures, and prophecy. Because in the Nation of Islam, a lot of people don't know this, but we do read the Bible as well as the Holy Quran. So you wouldn't have to throw away the Christ. You wouldn't have to throw away Jesus. We love Jesus. And that second part, do I think that virginity is important before marriage? I mean, after the life that I've lived, I do understand why that is something that is taught and why it is something that is emphasized. I do believe that it's not taught on in a way that gets people to understand the significance and what sex does to you emotionally and psychologically and all of those things. It's definitely a protective thing, as well as just trying to show the sacredness of yourself as well as the act. And in this world, coming into adulthood, you don't really find many virgins, and it's all right, because the pull of this world is very, very strong. But when you learn more about yourself, you learn the value of yourself, when you get to see yourself more clearly, then you will understand why that is something that is taught, why there's importance on it. And it's not like you beat yourself up for having those experiences. But I think that's all I'm going to say on that for now. Live from NYC. Fool us once, shame on you. Fool us 10 million times, shame on us. Nothing's going to change until our problems hits the privileged one's front door. You know, it's interesting that you say that. Yeah, the privileged ones in our communities, may they come to understand that we are all in the same boat. We're all in the same struggle. And it might take that for them to be on board with wanting to separate and wanting to find solutions, because there are some who feel like, you know, they're not a part of it. There are still some people to this day, Black people to this day, who feel like it's not as big of a deal. And even having a blame, like a blaming the victims, I see it sometimes and I'm like, wow, you're really in denial of the oppression and the brutality. You really love your enemy so much that you will blame the victim. You will blame the one who's being killed when they have no blame. So maybe for them it will take that. It might take it coming so close to home, or them being affected by it personally, for them to see like, oh, it wasn't because he was a thug. It was because he was Black in America. Dallas Kid 100 says, one thing I respect about my brothers in the fruit of Islam is that they know the law and the pigs can't use it against them. A lot of us are ignorant of the law and it hurts us as a community. What if we are God? Ibrahim Rashad says, MashaAllah. Abdul Kadir J says, I'm proud of you, my sister. I'm from Ethiopia. Thank you. All praises due to Allah. Live from NYC says, funny thing is, Muslims seem to know the Bible better than most Christians. At least that's what I've experienced. Yeah, that is the case a lot of the time. You know, I didn't know the Bible at all, but I wasn't a Christian. But I grew up with a lot of Christian friends and things like that. But I never really got acquainted with the Bible until I converted to Islam. And I got a lot from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaching out of the Bible. And I have a Bible myself. And I like to read it and get understanding from the different stories of the prophets. And it is very interesting that a lot of Muslims have deep wisdom in the Bible. Have you heard of the Emerald Tablets and Thoth? Yes, I have. And the Akashic Records? Yes, I'm familiar with those things. Jenna, I think we have the metaphysical people in the building. Jenna says, abstaining allows for clear decision-making without the clouding of judgment by lust and the fostering of love on principles and commonality and not lower desires. All of that. Everything that she just said, that's what it is, okay? Yes. Thank you. Dawn's Journey says, hello, nice to meet you. Good to meet you as well. The concepts are closely related, but I think the Nation of Islam views Jesus differently, which is the central point of Christianity. The central point. Zewdy, who is Jesus in the Nation of Islam? Jesus. The Jesus, who is Jesus or who is the Christ? Because we have different figures in the Nation of Islam. So I just want clarity. What are some of the things that people should have stored in their homes? Maulud Sadiq asked that. Oh, and pardon. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. People should be storing canned goods, non-perishable items, water. First aid kits. What else? Jenna, help me. We should have a lot of non-perishables and water. If you think you have enough water, you don't. More water, okay? Because this is just the beginning of sorrows, and we cannot fathom what's coming next during these times. So the best thing that we can do is be prepared, get prepared. Yeah, as best as we can. I need some more water myself. Oh yes, candles, flashlights, batteries, battery packs, medicines if you need them. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. She on it. Fad2323 says, dang, I'm late. You are late, but it's okay because we're still here. And we still have a bit of time before my time. Lanny Lands, am I saying that correctly? Hey, Zewdy, what's going on? Live from NYC says, get the flashlight or radio combo. You wind up. Oh. Flashlight radio combo? Zewdy, the way you answered the virginity question suggests that you are regretful for perhaps losing it. I don't regret anything, honestly. I don't regret anything in my life. Leslie Beaulieu says, hey, Zewdy. The one you don't need batteries. It's not aggressive. Somebody going deep. I do need to cop some radios. For real, for real. Radios. Man. I don't own a radio at this time. Do I? No. Oh, Lord, I'm unprepared. All right. Jenna, you got me having to make my own list, even though I have one somewhere. Ocean Wolf says, peace and light, gorgeous. Peace, peace. Mohammed Sadek says, hi, Zewdy. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Thank you. How are you? Johnny Los Angeles, I remember way back, way back, you used to sing. Are you still singing? Or, yeah, I'm singing. I sing all the time. But everybody doesn't hear it because everybody's not with me all the time. Excuse cop. We still using that colloquialism? Cop? Oh, I see what you mean. Word. That's funny. Okay, so I got a question. How do you become more modest as a woman without losing your sense of identity? I think that's a pretty good question. I think first of all, you have to decide or determine like what it is about modesty. Like, why is it that you want to be modest? You have to want it for yourself, not because, sorry about that. I got a phone call. I need to like put my phone on do not disturb. I thought it was on do not disturb and it was not, so I apologize. Is everybody, can you guys hear me? Am I back on here? Lenny Land said, just wanted to stop through and drop some love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dallas Kid, #1 fan. Ocean Wolf, how are you and your family? We're doing fine. Thank you. How are you and yours? Hassan Cameron said, your boo calling? Actually, it was a number that it was like a scam call. So, no, my boo was not calling. Yeah, so how do you become more modest as a woman without losing your sense of identity? You have to you do it because, all right, I'll just speak from my experience and my perspective. So for those of you who have been around for a long time, you know that I was not always a Muslim, and I was not very modest in my expression, in the way that I dressed and things like that. And I'll say the reason for that is because modesty was not something that I respected, really. Like, not for myself. I could see it on other people and respect it, but because I didn't really value myself, like who I am really, like my inner self, my inner being, who I am here and here, I really put a lot of emphasis and value on the external in such a way that I wanted to be physically attractive, especially to men or boys, and that would make me feel good temporarily. However, it was always a conflicting thing because I would feel kind of gross sometimes, like, wearing booty shorts and tank tops and push-up bras and stuff to, like, accentuate my adornments. And like, as much as I wanted attention, at the same time, it made me feel nasty. It made me feel kind of cheap to get that. And I'm not going to say that I was doing it just for myself, because that's a lie. I was doing it to feel attractive, but then when I was doing it, it was a conflicting thing. You see how that was conflicting? And I was doing that, like I said, because I didn't value myself. I didn't care too much for people to first get acquainted with my mind and my spirit. It was almost like a backwards thing. I felt like, I'm cool and I have a cool personality, but if I can draw them in with my physical attractiveness, then maybe they'll get acquainted with this, and then they'll see that I'm cool. But no, it doesn't work like that. Not in this reality. So when I started getting into Islam and learning about modesty and learning about my true value, my divine value, there's a really good lecture by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan called The Divine Value of Women. If you're interested, ladies, check that out. It's one of my favorites. I really started to get acquainted with myself as a woman of God, and understanding that this physicality is not all that there is to me. In fact, yes, it is attractive, including my hair, Dallas Kid 100. I talked about that last week. But these adornments, these things that naturally attract men, they're not to be shared with just anybody and everybody. Inshallah, I will be married someday, and that will be for him to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? But not to, when you don't put so much emphasis on your physical beauty in that way, and you cultivate who you are spiritually intellectually, and even emotionally. When you cultivate that through study of self, study of scripture, you really get to know yourself on a deeper level, especially when you're not so focused on the outside. When you're focused on the inside, you know, there's so much about me, about my personality that is the same. I'm the same girl that I was years ago, but now it's a lot more defined, a lot more refined, because I've gotten more acquainted with my mind. And that rhymed. um, and at the same time, dang, I'm on a roll. At the same time, I really enjoy putting together my expression, creative expression through clothes. So I like to express myself by the way that I dress, and modestly yet beautifully, because now I'm not so worried about trying to attract anybody with my physical form. But the way that I dress now, modest but beautiful, is a reflection of what's going on in here, you know? And so, because I got a lot going on in here, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot going for me, and I know that. I know that I am valuable, without dealing with my physical form. I am valuable. The inner me is the most valuable part of me, because that is divine. So that, cultivating that is how I don't lose a sense of my own identity, because I know who I am. My physical body is not who I am. It's just the vessel. It's just something that I use to express who I really am. So, yeah, you don't need to be half naked to have a self-identity. And I'm not out here trying to judge or shame anybody who's on a different level or on a different wavelength. I'm just telling you from my personal experience as someone who used to be, you know, what you would consider scantily clad all the time. I'm telling you, I was wearing belly shirts before most girls. Zabib can vouch for me, like, for a long time, okay? And now I really do love to be modest. Like, I enjoy looking for shirts that are really long, that like come to my knees, and finding like really good like designs of the sleeves and stuff like that. Like, and I love wearing head wraps. And some of y'all know that my name is Zewdy, that means crown. So I like to put my head wrap on like a crown. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so I hope that I answered that question sufficiently. How do you become more modest as a woman without losing your sense of identity? When you don't place your value on your lack of modesty, when you place your value on who you really are and do the work to cultivate that, as opposed to putting emphasis on your physicality. Um, do. All right. Substance, right on, Zewdy. Being true to yourself always matters first. Well, it should. You're right. Dallas Kid 100, you said you made a statement about hair being attractive last week. I never even thought of it, but sis, you were so right for real. I mean, you know, I'm telling you the truth from my own experience. Like, my hair, I've had men say to me, just because they liked my hair, like, ooh, if we had a baby, they would have some good hair. Like, you looking at my hair and you thinking about making babies with me? Come on, brother. Oh my gosh. Live from NYC says the most attractive woman to me is a happy woman. A woman can be fine as fuck and dressed like a video chick, but her vibe will throw me off. If she's anything but enlightened and happy. That's right. Jay Shay said bars. I'm telling you, I'm coming with the bars. You know, I need to make a song about this. John Jacob Smith, poetry with Zewdy. Yep, a bad vibe can be a turn off. What they say, the mind is a powerful thing. Woo! Say that again. Say that again. Ooh, I gotta hit the Tibetan bowl. The mind is a powerful thing. So powerful. So much more powerful than we know. And if we tap into this power, we can do things that people would consider miraculous. Our minds are so powerful. And we just have to start off with believing in ourselves and then getting to know ourselves more and more deeply and thoroughly and cultivating ourselves from within and connecting with the God within and the God without. Woo! I bear witness. That's a word. Okay. I don't know how to say your username to go to. What is the use of your beauty, and how will your husband enjoy it if you have already been a source of pleasure by a previous boyfriend? Doesn't that make you secondhand and not brand new? Do you really believe that? Look, I am new in God, okay? Can I get an amen? That one, Mel. Yes, girl, we remember the videos. You looked good, girl. Thank you. Oh, you looked good, though. Yeah. The war on social justice warriors. I don't think so. There's still some things from my past life floating around the internet. I mean, I haven't deleted anything from YouTube, so all of that stuff is there. It exists. For research purposes. Plotting on your womb through your baby hairs, dang. Whew, I'm telling you, our people are a trip. Absolutely. Whatever so a man thinketh, so is he. Speak to him, Zewdy. Hey, I'm saying. Jumanji 8 sloppy seconds. Dang. Listen, I don't care. You can say what you want to say about that. Have your thoughts on that. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but I know that I'm a blessed woman, and I'm so thankful for my life and for my life experiences that make me who I am today. And I know if it be the will of Allah, that I will make somebody very, very happy someday. I know that. I know that I am very much capable of that. Because I am a being of love and light, and I love myself so much. Oh my God, I love myself so much. I could really cry because it's taken a long time to get here, but I really do. I love myself so much, and I tell myself every day, and I show myself every day. And because I love myself so much, I love the people in my life so much better than I have ever been able to. And it's just, it's such a blessing. And I pray that for all of you. I pray that you love yourself. I pray that you feel that love within from your creator to yourself. I pray that you feel the arms of the creator holding you. I love myself. Oh, live from NYC. He said you're refurbished. Oh my God. Y'all are a trip. My God. Woo. Samuel Gurma says, being beautiful means being yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You just have to accept yourself. That's right. In the Nation of Islam, we have a saying, accept your own and be yourself. 6 very simple but powerful words, okay? And I'm telling you, where the point that I've gotten to now, where I am now, who I am now, the love that I have within now, I couldn't have gotten here without the Nation of Islam and those teachings and the example of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He really showed me and taught me how to love myself. Woo! I'm so happy. Oh, you see Jasper's shadow? You want to see him? Hold on, I'm about to flip the camera real quick. Jasper! He's on the windowsill up there. Jasper! Jasper! Hold on, maybe he'll hear the bowl. All right, hold on. We're going to let him in the house. Oh, I see that we've gone over an hour a little bit, so I will be going soon. But let's get Jasper. Jasper! Jasper! Hey! Oh! Y'all saw him. Okay. Y'all see my little cool bookshelf? All right. Okay. And I'm sitting on the floor because I love to sit on the floor. My grandmother, I got it from my grandmother. And, you know, sitting on the floor helps me to feel grounded. You get it? Come here, Jasper. That's so funny, Zabib. You saw his shadow. Because I was looking at him as I was talking to you all. Let's see. Yes, everybody repeat after me. I love myself. I love myself. That's an affirmation right there. That's a chant. I say that to myself every day. Jasmine J. Oh, I came in at the perfect time. Jasmine. Wednesday really has become my church. That's a beautiful thing. This is a spiritual time. It really, really is. And I really appreciate everybody that's joining. John Jacob Smith says, a righteous man falls 7, but they get up again and again. How does the Nation of Islam deal with repentance? Say, if you make a mistake or get caught in a bad situation, or release yourself from your past. Well, there are different circumstances. You know, we have different laws for different things. So there are different specifics for certain things that you get caught doing or something, doing bad. So I can't really generalize, but we are definitely a group of people that are about forgiveness and knowing that no one is perfect and everybody's at different levels of striving. So, yeah. Jay Shea says, not refurbished. Wow. Women were not made solely for the pleasure of men. Her modesty is how she chooses to show respect for herself and to the person that she will marry. Facts. Oh, my uncle. That's funny. I love myself. Have you heard the song Zewdy? It's by Ababayahu Demese. No, I haven't. I'll check it out, but I don't speak Amariña, so I can't enjoy the message of the song, unfortunately. But maybe one day I'll learn, you know. I might be able to pick up some stuff because I know some Amariña, and I can pick up things based on context clues. Yeah. There were a few more questions slash topics. Oh, somebody said, "What's up? Where you from?" I'm from New Jersey. So if people want to know, but ethnically, my father is Eritrean and my mother is Ethiopian. Tagautu, I don't think that this is the right space for you unless you are here to, you know, gain understanding. You know, you don't necessarily have to agree. However, I will never put my seed in a sinful land that was used by someone else. Why would a boyfriend enjoy a new land and the husband gets a used land? Tagautu, I don't know why you're telling me this like I care about what you're doing with your seed, because your seed has nothing to do with me. So what you choose to do and how you choose to do it and how you think, like, that's fine. That's fine. Savib, yikes. Dad, my dad is in the building. Hapte al-alom. He says, good show, baby. Proud of you. Thank you, father. Yeah, my father's in the building. So you're going to be in here talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? My daddy in the building. All right? I got my hitters in the building. Do you even know what that means? Is a song coming tonight? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Live from NYC. But is Tagautu pure? None is pure. None. None is pure in that sense. You know what I'm saying? We have all, in one way or another, been affected by the things in this world because we live in a very wicked, troubled place and time. But the best thing that we can do, all have fallen short, yes, of the glory of God. But we serve a merciful God, a most beneficent and most merciful God. And, you know, it's not worth dwelling over, you know, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I did this wrong. And then what? Like, now we're going to roll over and die? No. We can be better. We can learn from the things that we did that may not have been the best decision or the best choice. And if we learn from it, then we grow, we get better, and we acquire wisdom, and then we can teach on it, and we can actually prevent other people from having to go through the things that we went through. You know, it's very, very possible. I believe that a lot of the things that I've gone through, I can teach about, and I'm thankful that I went through them, as unpleasant as some things may have been, as painful as some experiences have been. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful even for those moments. Some people think it's kind of wild or silly, but like even when, as I'm going through a painful experience, I can recall just like crying, you know, and praying. And in my pain, in my agony, I'm like thanking Allah, like, thank you, because I know that you're going to help me grow through this, even though I'm in the throes of the pain, but I'm thanking him anyway. And that has served me very well. So I don't know if Tagautu is still here, but I have a song that I want to sing, that it's one of my favorite songs. And if you follow me on Instagram, I actually posted it yesterday with a rose that I planted. And the song is called We Can Be New by Amel LaRue. And I dedicate this song to everyone who is under the sound of my voice right now. Okay. This is We Can Be New. We can be new. Can you tell that I've been hurt so? Can you tell I wanna lay low? Can you tell that I'm a flower waiting for a sun shower? Can you tell the love denied me? I need someone to revive me. If you give me a reason, I'll be with you through the seasons, and we'll shed off our skin like trees. Do with leaves, we'll glide together down on winter breeze and rest in the earth, intertwined at the root until we have grown into one, me and you, and we can be new, and we can be new, and we can be new, and we can be new. Can you tell me a story that ends with morning glory? Can you tell I will believe you if I can remember how to? Can you tell the girl I once was, come back, there's nothing here to fear, love. If you give me a reason, I'll be with you through the seasons, and we'll shed off our skin like trees. Do with leaves, we'll glide together down on winter breeze and rest in the earth. Oh, oh. At the root until we have grown into one, me and you, and we can be new, and we be new. We can new, and we can be new. I want you to be new and be new. We can be new. Ain't that right, Jasper? Ain't that right, Jasper? We can be new. Yes, we can. He is like, can you let me go, please? I know he's like, let me go, because he's not purring right now. But it's okay. I just want the people to see. You all right? You okay? Say hi, Jasper. Say hi to the camera. This way. Over there. Here. All right, y'all. I went over my time today, but I really enjoyed the time with you all. I appreciate you. Thank you for those of you who have contributed monetarily. I truly, truly appreciate it. Oh, thank you all for your love. Thank you all for your kind words, your support, your time, your energy, your presence. I don't take any of it for granted or lightly. I'm so appreciative of this time that we share together. and I look forward to it every week. This is quickly becoming my favorite day of the week. Wednesday, Zewdy Zen Zone. Wednesday, Zen's Day. Thank you so much for joining and for all of your contributions, for all of your interactions, for your questions, for your topics, for your conversations. I think we've accomplished a lot here, and God willing, I will see you all next week. Right, To God Who's Trolling God is a dope song. You know, because all things work for good for those who love the Lord. Can I get an amen? You know, they plan and Allah plan, and Allah is the best of planners. Okay? Okay, we coming out the scriptures today. You feel me? Oh. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. I love you so much. I have so much love for you all. I really do. And I pray that you can feel it. I trust that you can feel it. And I feel the love from you all. So thank you. And yeah, until next time, Zewdy's Zen Zone. Peace.